Hello.
Hello.
I'm Josh.
Cameron.
I'm mad.
Today we'll just be discussing the Oscar nominations. What they mean for the Oscars, what they mean for 2018 as a whole, and also just like going on rants for fun. I mean, like we're all agreed that 2018 wasn't the greatest year.
Usually each year there's like at least like 4 or 5 movies. I'd put those on my favorite of all time list. And this year I only have like one. Stars Born.
The camera isn't zoomed in enough. I just think this is a pretty weak year for movies, but also the Oscars could have chosen so many better movies.
Well, the Oscars have been sucking.
I actually think that in recent years the Oscars have been really good. Last year, Lady Bird, Call Me By Your Name, and Get Out. People are going to be talking about those forever. I can't picture anyone talking about any of these 8 movies within a year.
Maybe Black Panther just because of how trailblazing it is.
See, Black Panther had a cultural impact, but I think the people that are going to remember Black Panther are the people that do not care that it's nominated for Best Picture.
That's true.
I think Bohemian Rhapsody will be continuing to be talked about just because it's the only definitive Queen movie.
Discuss each one.
Alphabetical. Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Alright, Black Panther. So
I love Black Panther, but it should not be recognized as the best of the year.
It is a fine superhero movie. I don't think there's anything super special.
It's not even the best movie of its genre.
I don't know why it's on the list.
Yeah,
I think it's what it boils down to.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
That kind of seems to me that the Oscars are trying to be like, see, we're here. We can nominate stuff that's cool.
We don't need the Best Popular Film Award.
And then I'm like, then why didn't you do that with Logan? It is a quality film, but it is not to the quality of what Best Picture
should be. But anyway, let's do
Black Klansman next.
I love Black Klansman.
You think this should be on the list?
I think it should be on the list. I think it is absolutely one of the best of the year.
Completely disagree with this man.
I mean, it's one of the most unique films of the year.
I really, really like the movie, and maybe I need to see it again, because that's happened before. It was the first time, remember Birdman? First time I saw Birdman, I was like, what is this? And then I watched it again, and I was like, wow. So maybe if I do that again with Black Klansman, I'll change my opinion on it. But as of right now, I thought it was very good, not great.
I'm right in the middle. I personally wouldn't put it on my list, but I am okay with it being there. What's interesting, though, is that the movie has like a huge political commentary, but it hasn't really had much of an impact. I think it's impacted the people that have seen it, but apart from us, I've never heard somebody talk about Black Klansman.
Well, I was surprised that it got nominated because like it came out in August. For a while there, it was like, oh, and then just died. Yeah. And then now it's like, oh, Black Klansman. I was like, oh, well, I guess it made an impact.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
I love Bohemian Rhapsody, and I understand all the criticism that it takes stuff about his life and it just glorifies it for a movie or like changes things. There was just something about it. I went to see it. It's really, really connected with me. I think it should be on here, but I get people's points why they're saying it shouldn't.
I liked Bohemian Rhapsody. As a self-contained movie, I'm like, okay, this is really good. I enjoyed it. But it doesn't really do anything new. I think when I said earlier that most of the movies on this list aren't going to be talked about, I think this is one of those movies. I don't know. Who are you?
Yeah, I think it's just a very bland movie. All it made me want to do is listen to Queen.
Let's talk about my favorite movie nominated, The Favorite. I think this will become a cult classic.
Like Black Klansman, it's one of the most unique movies of the year. It has its own voice. You can go into The Favorite and be like, oh, this is Yorgos Lanthimos. Yeah. All these other movies, you're like, oh, what is this? I think The Favorite and Black Klansman are 2 movies I'm like...
I'm the odd man out. I don't think it should be nominated for Best Picture. I just really... I won't spoil anything, but it kind of just ends. I think the movie's great. I just think like could have had so much more impact, and then it just kind of stopped.
Okay.
Green Book.
Yeah.
I think this is the family movie of the year.
Yeah, it really is.
Crowd-pleasing, Christmas movie.
Feel good.
Yeah.
And I think there's nothing wrong with that.
But to me, it's kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody. It's good, and then after a while, you just kind of forget about it.
I mean, the whole movie banks on Viggo and Mahershala's chemistry and acting. Mm-hmm. And if you take them out of the movie, it is the like most basic. It's in my top 10 of the year, but it's just like it kind of back against how disappointing film was this year. It's like film was so disappointing this year that a movie like this is what's in the top 10 for me.
This movie got nominated because you look back on it and you're like, I didn't really have a problem with that.
Yeah,
it's
like,
that was alright.
It's not a movie that's like, wow, this needs to be on it. It's like, I don't have any problems with it. Roma. Right. I have not seen this one, so I'll tap out.
Are you just going to chill in the castle?
Yeah, I'll be in the castle.
Okay, we have a castle in our room.
This is I haven't seen the movie Castle.
Yeah, that's where you have to go.
Roma.
This movie, woo!
I think this is the second best one nominated. Considering A Star is Born and Green Book weren't nominated for Best Director, I think Roma's probably going to win.
It's going to win
Best Director. Well, not just Best Director, Best Picture.
Yeah, it's going to win Best Picture. Usually the movie that's nominated for everything is the one that ends up winning.
Right. So. If Roma wins Best Picture, this year's Oscars will be a lot more interesting than they are right now because it'll be the first Netflix movie to win Best Picture and it will be the first foreign language film to win Best Picture.
God, Netflix is going to love that. The directing in this movie. Oh
God! Even though it's not my favorite film of the year, it reminded me of how beautiful films could be.
Yes.
It gave me more hope for film this year.
Yes.
Well, not this year, last year. It's just this lightning in a bottle film.
Yeah.
I heard a lull. Okay.
Next are we going to talk about The Elephant in the Room? So A Star is Born.
It's a crime that Bradley Cooper's not nominated for Best Director.
That's the most legal crime I've ever heard of.
The direction was at least better than the direction in Vice.
If you all saw the Star is Born review that we posted on his channel, I went crazy for this movie. And I still do. It is my pick to win Best Picture. I know it's probably not going to.
It just seems so weird because A Star is Born's been like the front runner to win since the first trailer. I guess it was Golden Globes night where it just kind of something happened.
A Star is Born is just a milquetoast, boring. It's a very normal movie, which it's not bad. I just think that people are giving it way too much praise.
It's just I'm just into it. I don't think about the stuff that you're saying, and like when you're wrapped into a movie, you just don't think of that stuff, and that's just how it was for me.
If it doesn't win, it's okay because in 20 years they're going to remake it again. So
probably.
Honestly. All right, Vice. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. This
Really?
had the coolest trailer to me. I was so incredibly excited for this movie. It dropped the ball so hard. It's not even that it was a bad movie. It was a perfectly fine movie.
I just don't understand why it's even here because it didn't even get that great of reviews.
When the Golden Globe noms were announced, it got nominated for everything.
Yeah.
I think a week or two later they dropped the reviews. I looked on like Rotten Tomatoes and it had like a 64. And I was like, what?
I guess it's because the people that do agree with the political stance it's taking, they all voted for it.
Yeah. It just feels like it's angry. It just feels so opinionated, which is fine. But it doesn't set itself up that way.
Yeah.
It says like, this is the truth.
And there's zero gray area.
I really loved the movie. I think I liked it more than you guys did.
Yeah.
But I can even agree. Just if you're going to do something like this, I think you at least need to somehow have two sides to it.
Yeah.
And this movie is so just like, screw you, Dick Cheney.
I think it has a point it's trying to make, but it doesn't do it well.
It's kind of unfocused. At least we can all agree the acting in the movie
is
phenomenal.
The main purpose of this video was to talk about the Best Picture nominees, and I think we've done that. So let's just spend the last bit of this video talking about surprises and what we think might win for the acting categories, directing.
Best actor.
Best actor.
I never saw At Eternity's Gate. I thought
I don't think anyone did.
I wanted to be Bradley Cooper, and I know he's not going to win. I know he's not.
Unless the Academy decides to make up for not nominating him for Best Director
and they're like,
by
giving
giving
Best
him
Actor. Maybe. That'd be cool. It's going to come down to Christian Bale or Rami Malek. That's cute, Vigo, that you got nominated, but see ya.
I don't really want Rami Malek to win.
If I had to
I
pick
thought he was great.
I thought he was
great.
good.
I'd say great performance, but my whole thing with it is just he lip syncs like for half the time he's on camera. Now his acting portion, like where like his more emotional scenes are amazing, but I think Christian Bale's got the edge to him. One because Christian Bale he's a monster in this.
He's awesome.
Big un.
Well, Best Actress.
Best Actress.
Do you think they're finally going to give it to Glenn Close?
I didn't even think Glenn Close mattered. Now she's winning almost everything. I thought Lady Gaga was a lock for it, but now I think it's either going to be Glenn Close or Lady Gaga.
I haven't seen The Wife, but in terms of their careers, Lady Gaga isn't going to stop starring in movies. Whereas Glenn Close has been working in the industry for years and has never won an Oscar.
But I don't think that just because that reason, like, you should just be like, oh, come on. Like,
I'm not saying you should, but that does happen.
But do we think everyone that's in this category should be in here? Well, I haven't seen The Wife, but I would take out Melissa McCarthy and Olivia Colman. I would put in Elsie Fisher and Toni Collette.
Melissa McCarthy is actually my favorite of these nominees.
Really?
And also Emily Blunt isn't here, which
That's
is sad.
Ridiculous. Do you think that Yalitza Aparicio should be there?
She was good, and so was Marina de Tavira,
Yeah.
but I feel like the directing did most of the work for them.
Yes.
Supporting actor?
Yeah. Lady Gaga, you better win it.
Lady Gaga, if you don't win Best Supporting Actor...
No! Why is Sam Rockwell on here? It's a glorified cameo.
I really want Sam Elliott to win.
What?
I've said that since...
Hey! There we go.
Yes,
we can agree on that.
I agree. I thought
there
he
we
was
go.
fantastic.
Amazing.
Between him and Mahershala Ali.
I think it's going to be Mahershala Ali just because everyone's like, oh. Like he's like Oscar royalty after Moonlight.
Well, I wasn't the biggest fan of Mahershala in Moonlight, but I loved him in this.
I thought he was great.
What's weird is Sam Elliott, I barely even remember him from A Star is Born.
Oh, he's one of the things that every time I think of A Star is Born, I almost think of.
Yeah, he's the only good thing in A Star is Born.
No.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Adam Driver either.
Oh, he was fine.
He was good.
The fact that some of these people are nominated, but Timothée Chalamet from Beautiful Boy.
That was weird. Because, like, Timothée Chalamet, I think he got nominated for almost everything else.
Yeah.
And then, like, these come out, I'm like, Sam Rockwell, what are you doing on there?
I like Richard E. Grant as well.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Can You Forgive Me is such a good little movie.
I never saw it.
It really is.
I think Best Supporting Actress may be the most interesting category.
Yeah,
this is honestly
really weird.
The elephant in the room is Regina King. I thought Regina King was either going to win the award or not get nominated. And she is nominated.
Yes. I'm surprised that the Marina chick is on here because she hasn't been nominated for anything else.
And I barely noticed her
And she
performance.
didn't really have to do anything. When I watched Roma, it was after the Oscar nominations like came out. So I was going into it with her nomination. I was like, I'm ready for this performance. If she knocked out Claire Foy, you know, it must be something special. And I kept waiting for there to be a scene where I was like, oh, that was, but it just never happened. She was just such a background character. But,
Amy Adams is like a solid nominee.
She won't win though.
She's not,
She gets nominated everything. It doesn't win.
If I could vote for Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz as a single unit, then I would vote for them.
Yeah.
But separately, not quite sure.
I think Rachel Weisz kind of has the edge over Emma Stone. I think Weisz had a deeper range of emotion, and I thought she had several more layers to her character.
I just kind of liked the role that Emma Stone plays. She never really does stuff like that.
And they're both fantastic.
They're both really good. All three of them. I think it's going to be Regina King. You weren't a big fan of Beale Street.
Well, Regina King was fine, yeah.
She was fine. I thought she was actually very, very good.
She has like those two scenes. The Oscar scene. The rest of the time, she's just kind of there.
Animated feature, it's Spider-Verse.
Isle of Dogs, close second.
I didn't see
Spider-Verse. I haven't seen Mariah, don't need to, honestly.
Yeah. If Spider-Verse doesn't win, that is a crime.
That is a crime.
Against animation. If they try to tell me that Incredibles 2
wins over that,
I'm like, get out of town. Because I did not like Ralph Breaks the Internet at all.
Really? I thought it was alright.
I was cute.
And Isle of Dogs is actually my favorite of these nominees. It and Spider-Verse are kind of you. Isle of Dogs gets the upper hand for me, but I think it would be weird if Spider-Verse didn't win.
Like, I agree, but it's Spider-Verse just because I have a bias because I like Spider-Man. I've known the character for a while, and I thought it just reinvented the character. Basing on all these things, I haven't seen Mariah. I think Incredibles 2 is the worst thing on this list.
We never talked about directing.
All right.
Cold War.
I went to like go and watch it, and it was so boring. What is this in here for?
And then Vice.
That should not be on there. It's the editing. The editing is what makes
that
movie.
Yeah. The favorite Roma and Black Klansman.
I'm pretty sure Alfonso Cuarón.
Those all deserve to
take this.
Screenplay.
Buster Scruggs. What is that?
I mean, I think Black Klansman.
The fact that Beale Street's on here.
Yeah. From what I saw in the movie, I was like, this was probably a good book, not a great movie.
Yeah, the script is the weakest part of Beale Street.
Beale Street might win.
I think Beale Street's gonna win.
I think it might win.
Well, if they didn't nominate Barry Jenkins for anything else. You gave the guy Best Picture 2 years ago, but now you're just like, you're good enough for screenplay, but that's enough. Original screen. Okay, where is 8th grade?
No, that's ridiculous. The Academy's just like, YouTubers can't make movies.
At least A24 got a nomination for First Reform.
I haven't seen First Reform.
Me neither. I want the favorite to win.
Yeah, I want the favorite.
Nothing stands out.
I don't really have a screenplay from this category. I'm just like,
And I think that sums up this entire year.
I guess this should win. I don't know.
Nomination-wise, this is not a very interesting year.
No.
But the actual winners can change that. If Roma wins Best Picture, this will be the first foreign language film to ever win Best Picture.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Amy Adams isn't the frontrunner to win Best Supporting Actress, but if she does, then it'll be like, whoa, Amy Adams won. What did you guys think of the Oscar nominations? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the Film Nerds. Smash that bell! Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.